Hey, everyone! Welcome back to Hallowed Secrets. Today, we're diving into one of the most haunting mysteries of the 20th century, a story that shook a quiet Sicilian town, rattled the Catholic Church, and left the entire world asking, was this a divine miracle or something much more human? This is the story of the crying Madonna of Syracuse, a simple plaster statue that one summer morning began to weep human tears. Grab your seat, hit that subscribe button, and let's unravel this together. Was it a message from heaven or a moment of human desperation? Let's find out. It's August 29th, 1953. We're in Syracuse, Sicily, a quiet, working-class neighborhood, Via degli Orti di San Giorgio. Inside a small bedroom, a young woman, Antonina Iannuso, just 23 and heavily pregnant, is lying in agony. She's bedridden, convulsing, gripping the bed sheets, battling wave after wave of pain. Beside her bed, a small plaster statue of the Virgin Mary. Not some ancient relic, not a sacred icon, just a modest, mass-produced figure, a wedding gift from her brother-in-law, no taller than half a meter, something you'd find in any modest Catholic home. But that morning, as the Sicilian sun pours through the window, Antonina looks toward the statue, maybe for comfort, maybe by instinct, and then she screams. Her husband, Angelo, a construction worker, rushes in. Her sister-in-law is right behind him. Neighbors crowd in moments later, and they all see it. The statue is crying, not metaphorically, not poetically, but real shimmering tears are sliding down the Madonna's face, dripping from porcelain eyes onto the wooden nightstand. And here's the moment that leaves everyone breathless. The second Antonina sees those tears, her pain gone completely, instantly. Coincidence? A miracle? Or something else? What do you think so far? Drop a comment below, miracle or manipulation.
Let's keep going. Word spreads fast. By the next day, that quiet street, total chaos. Hundreds of people swarm the house. Neighbors, strangers, photographers, priests arrive, scientists follow, and for 4 straight days from August 29th to September 1st, the statue keeps crying, not mist, not fog, but droplets, tears falling down a porcelain face. One neighbor whispered, "It's like the Madonna is alive." And then science steps in. On September 1st, a team from the Provincial Hospital of Syracuse arrives. In front of hundreds of witnesses, they collect samples, tears drawn into sterile vials. They take them to the lab, they run the tests, and the results? Mind-blowing. The liquid wasn't water, it wasn't salt water, it wasn't condensation, glue, or oil. It was human tears, identical to tears from a living person. Sodium, chloride, enzymes, proteins, no explanation, no tampering, no strings, no hidden pipes. One witness later said, "It felt like the Madonna let us test her, and then she was done." Because right after the samples were taken, the statue stopped crying, just like that. Never wept again. What would you have done if you were there? Would you have believed your eyes? Let me know in the comments. The church didn't leap. They'd seen fakes before, painted tears, bleeding walls, toast faces, so they waited. But the people, they didn't. Pilgrims flooded in, rosaries were raised, prayers echoed down the streets. Children were lifted up to kiss the Madonna's eyes. Some claimed to be healed, others just wept. Police were called to manage the crowds. It was a phenomenon, but not everyone was convinced. It's just a cheap plaster statue, skeptics said. Mass-produced, unholy, a trick. They offered theories: salt water,
capillary action, maybe even hidden compartments. And then came the cultural lens. 1953, Italy was hurting. World War II. R2 had shattered families. The country was rebuilding from rubble. Faith, worn thin, communism, rising. People needed hope, a sign, a reason to believe again. Was it just collective hysteria? A young woman in agony, a town desperate for meaning, or was it something more? Science kept saying the same thing. Tears, human tears, no tricks, no culprits, no explanation. What's your take? Was this a desperate community seeing what they needed to see, or something divine? Hit that like button if you're loving this story. By December 17, 1953, the Vatican could no longer stay silent. Pope Pius XII on Vatican radio said, "We joyfully acknowledge the event in Syracuse, where a simple image of our Blessed Mother shed human tears. These tears seem a divine warning to us all, not an official miracle declaration, but close." And for the cautious Vatican, that meant a lot. Why speak now? Because of the science, the people, or something deeper? Picture the moment. Post-war Italy, shattered buildings, empty dinner tables, young widows, faith flickering like a candle in wind. Then a mother's face, weeping. Some believed it was a call to repentance, a cry from heaven, an echo of grief and mercy. Others said Antonina herself was the symbol, a woman in pain, touched by grace, a mirror of the nation. But maybe it wasn't a miracle at all. Just suggestion, emotion, science meeting suffering. What do you think those tears meant? A sign from above, or a sign of our need to believe? Drop your thoughts below. Today, the statue rests in a towering sanctuary, the Santuario della Madonna delle Lacrime, built right where Antonina once lay crying. Millions have come. Thousands claim healings. But Antonina, she lived quietly. In her later years, she rarely spoke of it. She simply said, "I know what I saw, what I felt, what I lived. That's enough for me." And now here in 2025, in a world of deepfakes, illusions, viral hoaxes, it's easy to be skeptical. But in 70 years, no fraud was found. No tricks, no confessions, just the statue and the tears. So, did the Madonna really cry, or did the world simply see what it needed to see? Maybe that's not the real question. Maybe the question is, why do we still feel something when we hear of stone weeping for us? Maybe, just maybe, tears, real or not, carry something sacred. And when stone cries for us, maybe we're the ones who need to listen. This is the story of Syracuse, 1953, the day a statue wept, and the world still searching for why. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, smash that like button. Share it with someone who needs a little wonder today. And don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries, miracles, and hidden truths. What's the next strange tale you want us to explore? Drop it in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.